Let's go. Time. Incoming! Hit! 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 Ha! Hey! Don't blink!
I'll keep an eye. He, hup, hup, he.
Where to?
I knew.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Hip. Rain. Hair and feathers are gonna get. Take me up!
Another bad one?
Let's fly!
No, let me try again.
Rain. My hair and feathers are good.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of conscience. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where are we Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place... Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the... Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Pathetic. Ha! Illusion! Torn to oblivion! Inferior. The eye sweeps the lands. Inferior. Shine down! Insolent. Inferior. Illusion shattered! Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Inferior. Shine down! The eye sweeps the lands. Transcend all constraints. Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Summer shines eternal! I shall not fall here! Illusion shattered! Ha! Be gone! Shine down! Thunder! Torn to oblivion! Be gone! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Inferior. There is no escape! Inferior. Now you shall perish! Pathetic. Shine down! Inferior. The eye sweeps the lands. Torn to oblivion. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true, I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, during my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there for... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she... Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything be... Oh, but we also can't get in there and... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to.
Try and stop me!
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires— You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like? Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
By the protection of the electric.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how to the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can say— In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
You... Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine. Paimon's coming too.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door is open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
What do we do?
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the ocean and turn day into night. And the will they demanded was sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed. This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within the blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I clasped Muso. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye. Hey. Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately...
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything... it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No, but I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, This has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She even factored my immaturity into her. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
By the protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But I am abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to, for example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the...
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the...
Honestly, Miko, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma, but now I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope.
If the people of the past deserve the god's attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. To put it bluntly, it was constant torture. Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused, safe to say. Were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not... And through it all, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions of their duty. It's not only the monsters that I am worried.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still... Some words are not to be passed. Trust me. You don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Via!
Let's fly! This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether the resistance things on the island must have changed a lot since then.
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. We could split into two teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not—
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making—
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave?
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost.
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency, recently, the remnants of the Fatui unfortunately, we don't have the manpower—
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning...
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy line. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remember...
Rise with the sun! A little... Ha!
Get frostbite.
Open fire!
You're not going anywhere.
Open fire! Hold on to your hats. At first, sleep! Wrath from the skies!
Comrades, they've set the ship on fire. An arson attack. Curse them. They leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them regret it.
Knock them down.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
This is about to get messy.
I must collect myself.
Mozart!
I miscalculated.
Mozart! Open fire!
The loneliness.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives? Let Paimon see! Oh, wow! This is a whole book! Is...
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have—
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared—
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. But
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military. About half of us are still organized into task forces. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well. Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we could find her, Goro?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish 2? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person, victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that and all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just...
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
Peace at last. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something? Unsettled? Unsettled. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone.
Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's...
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for her.
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on. Take him away!
Wait! Kokomi, there you are! Something's going down over here! You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales.
I haven't!
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In, Matsuda, Uchimura. I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, if he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course! I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off. But then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now you think about that. First I lose all my...
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryo Commission's hands. They're in this—
What? The Tenryo Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryo Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryo Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the... Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in... However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryo Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation.
Yes, of course.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? At ease, soldier. For the time being, at least, we are in peacetime. Besides, I'm sure you won't be on Watatsumi Island forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost.
If we do find destroying the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Let's fly! Full throttle!
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui...
Looks pretty heavily...
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. I think we have option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example. A store of gunpowder. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder, they'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fight. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though.
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires... With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. But absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, all right. We'll draw them out first to minimize damage. I haven't had much chance to fight. Still, not to worry. Okay, let's clear out the camp and... Hold the line!
Let the world come alive! Allow me!
A little amuse-bouche.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Run! Looks like
Open fire.
you need a
Hold on to your hats. Pyroclastic surge.
This one's well done!
Hold the line!
An unfortunate fault!
Covenant of the Deep!
Cook this through.
That wasn't quite what I'd call by the book, but it happens. Battles are complex things, and the situation evolves constantly. It doesn't.
Seems like as soon as the fighting started, the plan went out the window and we kinda winged it.
And yet, the outcome is quite satisfactory. A testament to your ability and willingness to it. I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a hilichurl. What's their objective? Let's scour the camp for evidence.
All right, time to take a look around. Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has the Tenryo Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it. So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat? Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! This is way too dangerous! We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it. Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen good food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryo Commission has any need of these items. So the idea that in all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel...
Don't worry. I had already in my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I include if he had taken the time to read the decree.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui, for example. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it's...
Got it! First we mend the peace, then...
Take me up.
my goods. You got them back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. And you see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged.
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryo Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so...
I understand your concern. I'll be sure. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people... But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself.
Thanks for your concern, but
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected...
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should...
I know, it's just... We should remain strong in these negotiations.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully.
Wonderful. We're all...
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from her excellence, Just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always...
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Ah, Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish too? Will he be big?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and... Are you alright? This kind of thing is water off a duck's back for you.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles.
That's today?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time. Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
At least the war has ceased for the time being. Not bad at all.
Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. How is she still not here? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general... let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look. Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today.
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling...
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away!
No. It's nothing like that. It's just...
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the... You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonder, but because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just loot. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on milk. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway.
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
You do that? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Mora makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
Rev the engines!
Whoa, look at all these petitions! So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement? Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person, and it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to... Let's track down that... Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just, Give it here!
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking. It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her. Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you... Yes, that's the one.
Kokomi? Oh no, she's fallen asleep. Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much... You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go too.
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all. The war's over. Did you see? What time is it?
Yep, you've been out for ages. gorgeous! It's nearly time for the feast!
I can't believe it got so... I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy! Good to have you back.
Try and stop me!
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won... Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information... I still have no and I'm concerned that something might happen.
Okay, sure.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to recently. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. We'd go to bed ravenous and be... I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you.
Oh, no.
Come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed.
Okay, well, thanks.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barb. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, sorry. I'm afraid I don't have much information.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is. Ugh, this guy smells of booze.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish 2, you actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Ugh, this guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation? What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about that. You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole... What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunter? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges... We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can't... Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense. But something about... Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make a...
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embody the warrior's will to the fullest. You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, every time I see them there in my mind's eye, remind me that I can... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Namiya if you want.
Too late? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We...